Manchester United, the same thing that's happened to them last season is still happening to them this season. They lost that game by 2 goals to 1. Obviously, Manchester City won their game comfortably by 4 goals to 1, and Arsenal are winning Aston Villa away by 2 goals to 0. Welcome, guys, to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the guys in the studio to talk about all these games that happened in the weekend. We have also matches in other leagues. We are going to be discussing that. Good morning, also. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Good morning. Welcome to the show, fans.
Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, guys, let's start with the big one. Okay, let me give you results first of the weekend, matches that happened in the weekend. On Saturday, Brighton 2, Manchester United 1. Manchester United losing that game by 2 goals to 1. Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 2. Southampton 0, and Nottingham Forest 1. Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur winning 4 goals against Everton. They won that game 4 goals to 0. Fulham 2, Leicester City 1. Manchester City 4, Ipswich 1. And the last game, Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 2. On Sunday, it's Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1, Wolves 2, and Chelsea 6. And the final game of the EPL that happened on Sunday is Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. Okay, guys, that was the whole lot of goals happening in the EPL. Did you even see a 0-0 draw? So let's start with the first one that happened on Saturday, the early kickoff. Brighton winning that game 2 goals to 1. We keep talking about Manchester United, same old Manchester United. They lost their first game, John. How did you see that game? What happened to Manchester United again?
Yeah, I remember just Saturday morning before kickoff, I said that the old boys are coming into the club and they are coming to roost at Manchester United. And just as I said it, what's his name now? Danny Welbeck got on the score sheet, and then we saw that fantastic goal from João Pedro. João Pedro is another fantastic young talent at the Brighton. I think if you look at that game, kudos to Brighton and their setup. We have young players in the side like Yakubu Minte at that side from Newcastle, fantastic player. And it's the same thing, same old story, same old scenario. Manchester United capitulating from the back as always, and then not finding fluidity up front in attack. It's sad to see right now, and kudos to every Manchester United fan out there. You guys are the best because you guys keep enduring, just like Arsenal has sometimes had to endure almost a decade until Fergie retired.
Okay. Now, so if you look at that game, 2 goals to 1, what is the problem? Is this the coach problem or the player problem? Because if you look at the formation he started with 2 attacking midfielders as an attacker. That means I'm talking about Mount and Fernandes. He didn't play any striker. When he had a Zeski that he bought for a whole lot of money, he left him on the bench, even though he introduced him in the second half, at the beginning of the second half. But generally, do you think that is it a hard problem or a Manchester United problem? Remember, every coach of Manchester United kept complaining about there is something fundamentally wrong with Manchester United. Mourinho complained about it, Ten Hag, even their Oliga Social complained about. Everybody is complaining. So is it a Manchester United problem or a Ten Hag problem?
Well, I'll say this for a fact. It's not a Ten Hag problem. It's not a Manchester United problem. I just felt like he's beginning to introduce these players into it's a new side. They didn't go on the preseason tour with the side. We also the likes of people. Now we can tell the Man United fan base now, you will miss Wan-Bissaka because the second goal, Adingra did a fantastic job putting Mazraoui in his place. So I don't think it's a Ten Hag problem. I don't think it's a players problem. I don't think some of the players in the side are coming into the game newly. They've not had time to play with the first team, so it's going to be hard for you to start judging from first 6 weeks of of preparation of the Premier League. So I think last night the same thing we said about the Fulham game was what we were saying now. I said on this show on Saturday morning, if you don't bury those chances and if you keep these lapses against Brighton the way you did against Fulham, you have a problem. Mitoma and maybe a substitute Adingra would cause you problems, and that happened in that game. You saw that Man United put up a performance, created chances, but could not get on the score sheet until Zeski came in. And why was that goal ruled out for offside? We all know it wasn't Joshua's goal. It was this person's goal. It wasn't. It was. There was no way he was obstructing because that's the talking point of the game. There was no way he was obstructing the goalkeeper from reaching that ball. It was a clear-cut goal, and it was ruled out for offside. I don't know why that is. We'll have to go back and check.
It's the rule.
We'll have to go back and check for the offside rules again, because
checked it. Yeah, checked it. You can't even compete with that. He touched it and he is in an offside position. He is the last, so you cannot even talk about that rule. They got that rule was right. So they implemented that rule very well. So there's nothing even to argue about it.
I think they changed some of the rules around offside and all those stuff. But for me, the biggest problem with this Manchester United side that we saw yesterday is, one, Manchester United, please learn how to start your best players. I don't like this idea of bringing in your best players in the second half after you've lost one half. It's like you are living on two kidneys and you wait until you lose one before you start treating yourself. So please start Garnacho, start Fernandes in the number 10 role, and start Zesky or somebody else or Rashford up front in that position. Move Rashford back to that attacking point man. You should go there. You should go and live on that place. If he wants to play there, let him play there, but let him start in that position. Play Bruno in his real position as a 10, and then start Garnacho on the left. I don't understand why we are going around in circle with these guys.
I want to talk about it.
I'm sorry to cut you off. One more thing. Why aren't we starting De Ligt instead of Harry Maguire?
De Ligt was in the post, was in the team when they considered the second goal. So we don't blame people for conceding goals. The first goal wasn't Maguire's fault. The second goal
I'm not blaming Maguire.
Wasn't Maguire's fault. He was on top of his game, though he had a knock on the last training session, but he was on top of his game. Like I said, these players just came into the Premier League. You just can't infuse them into the first team like that. They've not had time to train with the first team that much. So I'm just saying,
So Manchester United should keep losing points.
I don't care how they do it, but they should just find a way. A quick fix will see. We keep saying this every time. We keep saying this. A quick fix won't fix it. A quick fix would not get the job done. So it's a gradual process, and I think these players have come in. They will infuse them into the first team gradually. You're seeing Mazraoui come into the first team gradually. But there's another thing we're not talking about in that Man United side. When we took off Bruno Fernandes, or when they took off Bruno Fernandes, you saw that.
I'm happy you said
we. It's the same thing.
You know,
we.
As a Man U fan.
When we saw that sub of Bruno Fernandes coming up, Man United didn't create any noise up front, which tells you that Man United should, as the market is still open, should please get another attacking midfielder in case you want to rest him. Because the last time we rested Bruno Fernandes, or the last time they rested other strikers in the front, they did not have proper replacement. Nobody was there to create noise.
What do you mean? There's Mount in that side. Mount can come in and play in that 10 row, man.
And create how many chances?
It's not about, see, there is Mount in that side. You start Bruno Fernandes, Mount comes in the second half and plays behind him or as a false nine alongside Zesky or whoever is up front. So for me, it's start Bruno Fernandes as his 10, Rashford in front of him, Garnacho on his
what
left.
If Bruno, see, you know, he's been available all through the career at Man United. What if he is not available?
Mount is there.
Don't tell me Mount, because Mount was also in the game and did not, when Bruno was up front, Mount didn't create any chance. He was only good in pressing and recovering the ball. That was the same thing Fred did for Man United. So don't tell me Mount is there. Mount is there to press and recover the ball. He's not there to create chances.
But whether I like it or not, Mount is an attacking midfielder. He
yes.
can that Bruno. But let's see what Manchester United.
Somebody who was scoring for fun at Chelsea. What do you mean by that?
Scoring for fun. How many goals did he have? He was scoring for fun at Derby County. That was the hype around it. How many goals did he have? It's just a problem with fan base talking about this, talking about that, talking about this record.
See, all I'm saying,
when you talk about, Bruno is somebody you can't compare with any midfielder on his class right now, because at Man United he's giving his performance. If they don't get a replacement for him, they'll have a problem, because after he was taken off that game yesterday, we saw Man United not going forward to create any chance. It was just buried in midfield.
If you look at it now, so they have been losing game with Fernandes in there. But
yes.
let's leave it. But the main talking point about this whole Manchester United game, because they are dwelling too much on Manchester United, the whole talking point that is Sancho. Sancho was not in the matchday squad again, and they asked the Hag why he wasn't there. He said he just have a decision to make. So Sancho is being linked away from Old Trafford. Do you think that they should be selling Sancho, or do you think that this same problem that happened last year, probably they are trying to bring him or sell Sancho?
I think they try to brush it under the carpet to save face in the media, but the truth of the matter is that Sanchez is on the market, and just like Scott McTominay and Sancho, they are both hitting the exit door.
Yes, Scott is actually accepted that bid for Napoli. He's going to move into for from Old Trafford to Italy this week. Okay, let's move away from Manchester United and talk about the 3 p.m. Game. Manchester City obviously winning that game 4-1. They consider that early goal. Everybody was thinking, what is happening? And suddenly, the man of the moment, Haaland, scored a hat trick for them to win that game 4-1. John,
Let's just
John.
Okay, I just want to celebrate a living legend right now. I know it's too early to call it, but you heard it here today, live on the show, 26th of August. A living legend. Man has just 101 appearances for City and has gotten over 90 goals and then about 10 hat tricks for City. Phenomenal numbers. And on an off season, he still delivered over 27 goals in the Premier League and other ones in other competitions. So, this is another Ibrahimovic in the making because he's giving you God level stats. And I'm just happy, super happy as well for Gundogan. The ovation yesterday was, on Saturday was,
it was introduced
it was overwhelming. Glad to have him back in the side too. So, future looks bright.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Haaland scoring that hat trick. The one that got the other goal of the game. Okay, let's move over to the last game. Even though that Spurs won first goal to me, so let's not talk about Spurs. I won't consider them. We will not consider them top 4 until they qualify again for top 4.
A man that came out to say that he wins things in second season
and
he's winning by a clean sheet.
If he be PFA manager of the year,
that kind of thing. But see that game against Everton was one of the games you have to look out for. Son was on top of his game, and I think at this point they should bring in the players he needs.
Yes,
Daniel Levy should at least, because that midfield was looking flat. Though they had to create some noise, but it was looking flat. Daniel Levy should at least invest in this side now and get this man his trophies.
Okay, Aston Villa against Arsenal. That's the final game on Saturday. Aston Villa losing that game 2 goals to the Gunners. 2 goals to the Gunners. Everybody, it was a tough match. The first half was 0-0. Then the second half, the Arsenal team came out fighting and they got that goal. Making it 2-0. So if you look at that game, John, Arsenal I don't think they are rushing to attack these days. I think they sit down, watch the game. Arteta probably is looking to, apart from getting a striker, which we are going to be talking about, they are more mature this season. They don't really start up games, start rushing to score goals. They don't press that much again, but they take it slowly. Okay, probably because Aston Villa gave them tough time last season, so they need to take their time in that game, but they end up winning 2 goals, keeping a clean sheet. And Saliba again was very good, but the goalkeeper Raya got man of the match. But generally that game, that Arsenal title contenders, are they good to go?
Title contenders, yes, but they are just a few clicks behind City. So that means if they do everything right on their part, they should be there or thereabouts. So for me yesterday, phenomenal performance from David Raya. He settled all the arguments over the Ramsdale Raya conundrum. Number 1, please, they should swap out that jersey right now and give him the number 1. And let Ramsdale hold on to the 22 shirt for now. Fantastic save. Did you see that save?
He kept us down.
Fantastic.
Because person hits bar now, it don't be fantastic.
Not be bar.
The first one, the rebound.
Bar and rebound. That's
the rebound now was
close
to him. It was that ball. If that first one that hits calm down first now, you just fantastic save yourself. If that first one don't enter post, therefore no get chance for rebound. Because he was well placed for the rebound. The player was not thinking right when he went in a rush.
Before that
then
thing.
how many look at it, you say players like that. I'm not going to downplay his role in that way.
But that's what you're doing for crying out loud. Because he followed that one that
you are shouting fantastic. Where you are shouting fantastic save, now bad the ball hit. And
yes,
he was well placed.
He was well placed to follow it as well. To what do you mean?
If he come down, see, if that been
you would have saved that.
If it was, see, let's be frank, if it was an inch lower,
he would have saved it because he followed.
Let's see, more
his hand
truth.
followed
There's how this thing will come up on replay now. You will see that even if he had followed the ball, it will still enter the post. Maybe it will nick past him and enter the post.
Regardless, but he followed it.
The rebound, he was well placed because the player self just rushed, play him like that, thinking saying no go save him, but he was well placed for the rebound. Good save that one. But let's not come and start downplaying Ramsdale here. It's one of these things where a goalkeeper makes a save and you compare him to the likes of Gigi Buffon or the likes of Oliver Kahn and all of that, all of those legendary goalkeepers, it never reached that stage yet.
At the end of the day,
Nobody is
at,
comparing.
never reached that stage
nobody is
yet.
comparing.
I'm just
But
saying,
at the end of the day, give the man his flowers and let's move on. Simple.
I'm just saying it's just one of those games. Arsenal did well. They created their chances. The defenders were top notch. They created those chances. Bukayo Saka was one of those fantastic players on the pitch yesterday, and some other key parts that he made, key passes he made in the final third. You said these are the players you need putting their heart on the field, and I think that was what Arsenal just did yesterday. And let's not forget, last season, na home and away this will be. So second legs, they will never celebrate title contender yet until we beat Arsenal to beat Aston
When
Villa.
we get to that
Second
bridge,
leg.
we'll
Now
cross
wait till
it.
we always
Simple.
talk until the
But-
bridge go sink
What,
us.
they won that game away from home.
Comfortable game.
Trossard came in the second half and scored that goal, and the second goal, Partey scoring that second goal to settle their nerves, to taking them throughout that game. So they won that game comfortably. But do you think Arsenal still needs a striker? Because if you look at that game, Havertz tried, but Jesus was injured again, even though that the rumors that the injury is not serious, but he keeps going on and off this injury thing. So do you think at Arsenal should be getting a striker?
I still do, because if they had a striker in that game, it would have been 4.
Okay, let's see what Arsenal winning that game. 2 goals to nothing. Okay, let's move to the Sunday game. The early kickoff, 1-1 Bournemouth versus Newcastle. But the talk of the game on Sunday is Chelsea trashing Wolves by 6 goals to 2. I know Chelsea fans, everybody is going to be happy. That game was, it was even in the first half. Suddenly, Chelsea came out in the second half like when I say wounded lion, but a lion. They came out like a lion and came back and scored another 4 goals in the second half, taking that 6 goals to school. Felix scored in the first game when he returned back to Chelsea. Okay, now so if you look at that game, what do you think happened in that game? Because the first half, Chelsea tried to play their game. Now we are not seeing what Maresca is trying to bring in that game. You know, we talked about it last week, that why didn't he start Madueke? Because throughout the preseason, Madueke was his best player.
Yes.
Suddenly they start the season, he didn't start Madueke, but you see what Madueke did in that. He scored a hat-trick. Fantastic footballer. And Palmer got an assist. We talked about it last week. Why don't you play Palmer behind the striker? That is where he's creative. That is where he can see. He scored a goal and got a hat-trick of assists. What do you think Maresca is cooking? He's cooking like, I love what he's cooking.
The same way Maresca is cooking is the same way other people in there. So let's see how the season goes. This is the second game. He lost the first one against City. We saw his performance in the preseason where he built after losing his first game. He performed. See, I'm not about results business now. I'm about performance business. And performance business, they gave a performance against Man City, and you should see that if they play like that against every team, they will win every game. But because that was bleeding your heart on the pitch, and yesterday he wasn't playing up safe with 3 defensive midfielders, 4 defensive midfielders. He took his time, looked and played on the strengths of the players, everybody to their favorite positions, and they got their goals, they got their wins. None matter, okay, welcome back to the team. I think he rested him in the first game, or perhaps I don't know what happened in the first game.
It's a tactical decision.
It wasn't arresting.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in the first game. I don't know.
Because probably he started because Lavia is injured, so he wasn't in the squad. So probably he was forced. So, but probably that gave Madueke a chance to start, depending on how you want to see it.
If you see the game, if you saw the game on Sunday, everything I've been crying for this man to give me, he gave me, and look at the results. Give me an Enzo Fernandez alongside a Caicedo or a Lavia, and play my man up front as Palmer. Play Palmer. Look at that. 3 fantastic assists in that game, and they go. Man of the match performance.
That goal he scored was lovely.
Yeah, fantastic goal. Yeah. Kudos also where it's due to Nico Jackson for his reaction to that cross that he headed in at the second minute of the match too. But the problem I still come back to every time is Colwill as that left center back, because these guys exploited a lot of lapses to score those goals that they scored. So they need to work on that.
Maresca did a fantastic job. He took out Modric in the first half, and when he was asked in the press conference, he said that he does not like how Modric is playing. Now everybody's now he's looking like a waste of money, because I don't even think is going to be starting next game because he is given a chance for 45 minutes to impress, and the coach came out in the press conference. I think Maresca means business. He doesn't
Yeah, I like that about him though.
once you are not performing, he comes out to tell you in the public that you know they perform well, and he did that against Modric.
And Modric should be able to take it on the cheek and do better, if you ask me. And secondly, I know that Neto just came in, but please, can we just have Neto playing in that position more, because he creates more for the team and for whoever is up front when he's in the match. So he should be getting in on the games, if you ask me.
This is a coach calling his players out in press conference, and we are liking that about that. If it was some other coaches now, we would have buried him by now. But 6 goals in the game, good game, fantastic game. I think he got the setup defensively because he was playing against Man City and playing against a Wolverhampton Wanderers side that packs the box. You play an attacking player and you get the result. It's good game, good thinking. You're thinking on your feet. I like the way he does that. It inspects the other team, know what they're going to play like, then put in a philosophy that would at least get you the result. I think that was what he did against Wolf. Against Man City, was trying to defend, see if they don't concede much goals against Man City, and they did not concede much goals. But against Wolf, he played the attacking footballers. Modric, on the other hand, had the pace to run through defenses, but didn't have that final pass into the, like I said, I always call it the way it is. It's all pace and no brains. And it's the same thing with Adama Traore, all pace and no brains. And I think that was what Modric was bringing to the team yesterday, and the coach wasn't having it. He doesn't want you to just run around and lose the ball in the final third. He wants you to run around and give the final pass so they can get a goal. And I think we all saw another episode or another, another side of Jackson yesterday. After the first goal he got in the first goal 2 minutes into the game, he went flat. There was a chance he missed as well. Nobody's talking about that chance he missed. A clear-cut chance. He had to dribble past one defender and clear-cut shoot, and he also missed that chance as well. Nobody's talking.
Jackson doing Jackson things. Why should I be bothering myself with Jackson doing his things?
It's just one of those things. Players like this, we're not complaining about Jackson missing his chances. We're not complaining about Jackson not being thrown under the bus by the coach. But everybody is saying Modric's side, who has been off and injured mostly, and most coaches are not really playing him in his favorite position, or perhaps they're playing him to give the team a room.
What is the favorite position?
This is you being sentimental right now.
See, he plays there, but at least every player plays with the instruction. If you're playing on the I'll keep saying this. If I'm playing against a team that sits deep and pack the bus, I don't need Modric in that team. Understand me? This is one thing. If you're playing against a side that is attacking me full time, I need Modric because of his pace to run me on the counter. You get? It's just like Adama Traore and Wolverhampton Wanderers side, him and Neves. Whenever there's a loose ball, you see Adama running, and the striker is running.
Let's not forget
every player excels in a different style of play.
Let's not forget that this is Enzo Maresca. He's come out to say that there are 21 players he's working with and an extra 6 that he integrates from time to time. This performance for me shows me that Modric may not be the part of the core 21, but it could be an asset in that extra 6 that I wanted to exploit against Wolves that didn't go well. So he took him off. This is it. If you look at the way managers go about their business, you can tell Maresca is one to come out and tell you brutally honest what is on his mind, and that's it. If you want his opinion, ask him, he'll give it to you. Eric Ten Hag, on the other hand, will just give you, movement and mind games and whatever. So they are two different persons, if you ask me.
Okay. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube and Vote FM Sports, and we have some comments on our channel. So I'm going to read some of the comments. Emmanuel Okitipi is saying, "Good morning, guys. Why is Zeski not playing now, even when Holland is out? Why is Delete not playing already from the start?" Emmanuel is also saying, "I truly have a problem with how Gabriel and Sabri pass the ball between themselves consistently. Pass the ball forward." Okay, probably they are playing on coach's instruction. And he's also saying, "Jesus is injured again. Ateta is playing with the future of the team. Still no sub for Havertz and Saka till now." Emmanuel Okitipi is saying, "And also, don't reduce the quality of what Raya did there. That was a world class. Ramsdale is still my choice, but Raya was Super B. With those saves, give him his flowers." Jetopia is saying, why you trying to downplay the Arsenal team? Please give credit to whom is due. He's talking about so and
I give credit to who is due. I
and
called out the names of players
finally,
that I know they did well in that game.
Emmanuel is
So let's not
also saying,
overhype.
Emmanuel is also saying, John, you cannot be appreciating a coaching calling out his players out already this early when most of the players are still trying to get into the season physically. The Chelsea coach is talking too much. Okay, that's from our comments on our YouTube channel. Okay, the final game of yesterday's game is Liverpool versus Brentford. Liverpool winning that game 2-0 also.
Welcome to the Premier League. This is a man that we almost crucified. We have talked, we've downplayed his intelligence, we've downplayed his tactical genius, and 2 games in a row, he's done what no Liverpool manager has done. 2 wins and 2 clean sheets. And now I'm beginning to look like him with one eye, like, are you going for the trophy? Let's know on time. Let's know. Because this performance, look at the way they played against a Brentford side that we know was dominant in midfield. Brentford came out to match them blow for blow if you look at that game. But Liverpool had a way of finding their final passes. And I keep saying this, Liverpool is a team that likes to pass the ball. And when they pass the ball, they make sure their wingers are on you, 1v1. Like when you don't expect Salah or any other person to miss that kind of chance. It's a 1v1 situation. They will always bury their chances. And Liverpool, they've built a team that is creative and clinical. So I think with that said, I think Liverpool is due, and this coach does not, in short, I don't have to start saying anything bad about him again. He's proving to us that he's here to stay. He's good enough for the team. He doesn't need to sign.
I'm not convinced.
They keep passing that ball, and you're not convinced.
I'm not convinced.
John is not always convinced.
Yes,
John
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced because this Liverpool side are playing minnows. So let's not overplay them. Let's not overhype them, because if he gets a point against City, then I'll give him his flowers.
They are playing Manchester United next game. So
Manchester United is not Man City, please. So if he gets a point off Man City, I'll give him his flowers.
We know they use Man City compare the rest of the team.
Everybody's afraid of Man City.
That's the gold standard for crying out loud. If he gets a point against Man City, then he has title credential.
Now look at it. If he gets a point against Man City, he has title credential. There is one certain PE teacher that always had a point against Man City. He was always beating Man City. Anytime he jammed Man City, in team they did 150 over 100. Then they always get a result against Man City. But what happened? He finishes 5th, he finishes 2nd, he finishes 3rd. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they call him PE teacher.
Yeah, but irrespective of that, this guy is coaching Liverpool, and if he gets, and he has the players he has in his arsenal right now, so if he gets a point against City,
it's the same thing we are saying. Who was in Man United when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was coaching?
They are not in the
Andres
same
Pereira,
boat. They are not
Lingard.
in the same boat.
No, now I'm calling the name of players that was in the side now. Andres Pereira, Lingard, Phil Jones, and he was getting a result against Man City.
Because they are rivals, they are City rivals. 1, 2 is that he played anyhow to get the results.
Which can be anyhow, win or win, anyhow we want
play according to his philosophy, and he's getting results. So let's not overhype him till he meets one of the big lads.
It's not overhype. Like now you just got say if person do well, give him flowers. I don't give him flowers now. They collect the flowers.
He played the Brentford side without Tony, for crying out loud.
Okay, let's see.
Yes,
they were ready about to ship.
Yes,
how many games?
He did.
Okay, fine. Wait, let's go there. How many games did Tony play last season?
It's the second half of the season. So
it's the second. It was the end.
And
of
how
the
many
season
goals did he have at the end of the season?
Now the same thing they talk. And when Brentford didn't have Tony, there were people scoring the goal. There was a Wisha, there was an Nguemo scoring goals. There was a Frank Onyeka in midfield. There was other players in midfield. Now those same players are still there.
Regardless.
See, John, don't take away his flowers. Those same players that were winning games for Brentford while Ivan Toney was not there are still there. So don't come and say this one. You give this person these flowers, then you reach here now you want to take the flower, hide them, put them for back pocket or burn.
I'm just saying.
No, it's not proper. This man, see me.
He played Brentford without Ivan Toney.
John, leave matter.
I'm not convinced on this matter.
I was part of the people that said, and Slot, they will Slot goes past him. And I was one of the people that said, and Slot is coming, he's not making any business in the market, he's not done any transfer market, he's not done any business in the transfer market, and he's still trying to get to know his players. And he's gone 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. At least give him that regard that they are playing good football. They are still playing an amazing football.
He moved into a team that already has a system and a structure. So I'm not giving him that thing yet.
You want to
because he hasn't built anything at Liverpool, and that's just what it is. You come in, you take the same formation, the same setup, the same everything with the same backroom staff, and you are telling me that I should acknowledge you as somebody that is a fantastic talent.
Last season, Gravenberch was starting from the bench. You understand? It was Endo that was starting full time. Now Gravenberch is starting, so which means he's changing some first team players. In the attack, you have a Luis Diaz. There was always a Nunes in the forward line last season. This season he's starting with Jota. He's changed 2 or 3 players. It's the same team we know, but he's changed 2 or 3 players in the first team starting lineup, and he's getting results. Last game, the same people that played last game were not the same people that played this game. Okay. At least there were 3 changes to the side.
Okay, and Slot winning that game 2 goes to the. I think that he is playing a beautiful football. I saw that game too. That one of the part of this play that they played, they kept passing the ball, and Salah missed. Not that Salah missed the chance, but the defender recovered, and they missed. But if you look at what Ancelotti is doing, you cannot doubt that he's building. Probably he's building from where club stopped, and he's building a fantastic side. Okay, I have 2 more comments here on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Emmanuel is saying the Liverpool team will be solid. Is solid, but not with depth for the number of matches ahead. That's my fear for them. Nick is saying City and Chelsea look. Nick is saying City and Chelsea look scary. Okay, Jetopia is saying for Liverpool coach to still manage whatever success is in that team means he is good enough to build a better team with the Liverpool side. Okay, that's all from our YouTube. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Okay, we are going to open the phone lines after the break. We're going to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines for you to call us and tell us what you think about all the games, what your team did in the weekend. I'm going to go on a quick short break. When we'll come back, we'll talk about all that happened in other leagues, in the other league.
Hello, Enugu. Have you heard?
The same team, the same full team they played last season. Nice team.
Small businesses in Enugu a chance to be heard and to be known. Let us help you advertise your business for as low as 2,500 naira per spot. And if you pay 50,000 naira for 20 spots, we will give you 10 spots for free. For more inquiries, visit Volt 104.3 FM at 64 Ozubulu Street by ESBS Junction, Enugu, or call our marketers on 0815 628 5384 or 0816 215 5195.
Volt 104.3 FM.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Okay, the phone lines are open for you to call us to tell us your own contribution. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us what you feel about the games that happened in the weekend. Chelsea winning, Manchester United losing. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, because what is your contribution, Chigozie? Esme lost 2-1 against Palmer. Inter Milan winning their games 2-0. Juventus is playing today. Yes, Atletico played yesterday. They won that game by 3-0. Okay, I'm going to go to the French League One soon. Now I'll give you the information. All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's move to the La Liga. La Liga happened. Okay, let's take this call before. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, what's your contribution?
I do. Well done, boss. None Madueke for the win now.
Okay. Yes, we are going to talk about that soon. Yes. Okay, we'll talk. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, number to call is 0706 048 5853. Okay, let's hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location,
Good morning.
please. Okay,
Normally.
What is your contribution? Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
People should be aware of Maresca as a massacre. This is a nice coach. You see what will happen to, I guess, the next coming league that is coming now.
It's Manchester United.
Is it
They are playing Manchester United next.
Chelsea versus Manchester United?
Is it Manchester United? Okay, no, not Manchester. It's Liverpool versus Manchester United. Sorry.
Okay. Chelsea versus what?
I don't know. Probably I'll
Chelsea,
check.
Crystal
It
Palace.
should
Okay.
be West Ham or something like that.
Oh, it's Crystal Palace.
Crystal
You're playing against Crystal
Crystal
Palace.
Palace,
You know, they catch that
No, you're not playing West Ham now. We stick
Okay.
through.
I get my We are not a threat to us.
Okay.
I'm very appreciate what Chelsea did yesterday. They did well, but they saw for their defense and midfielder. They are struggling.
Yes.
Attack and walk and attack. So I got on them down this time. Thank you very much. You go to reporting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. If you call us, tell us how your club performed this throughout the weekend. So, if you're a Chelsea fan, Manchester United fan, tell us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Galaxy, Chelsea man.
Friday. What is your contribution Friday?
Brother, we do well. Do well. Water. I think your brother there say Wolf will win us, man.
Yes, his prediction didn't work.
John, they are coming for you.
I didn't work now. Water. I will never see anything. The for Liverpool. Liverpool will strike them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, Chelsea fans are happy. Winning that goal 6 goals to 2. Well, everybody will be happy. Everybody is happy though. Arsenal fans are happy. Only Manchester United fans that are not happy. Only Manchester United that lost that game.
I have a friend of mine that.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Agilo calling from Enugu here.
Okay, what is your contribution?
Okay, man. I just want to wish all the Chelsea fans good day because we really did well.
Yes.
It shows that they know what he's doing. Just like you people don't understand the new tactics of this man. You people are writing Chelsea off. And especially John, you don't like Chelsea. Why? You always say something very, very somehow with Chelsea. I don't understand. Just be calming down. You see what will happen.
John just made a prediction. Not necessarily that he doesn't like Chelsea. It's just a prediction. Everybody makes predictions.
John praise Chelsea. Since I started listening from this radio, you never say something good about Chelsea. You always like to write Chelsea off. But it's a honor thing, yeah. We need to prove the people that are writing Chelsea off to the game. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Have a wonderful day. Chelsea fan, I don't think Chelsea fan will be happy about what happened. Okay, guys, let's take this final call before we move to the La Liga. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Chigozie. I call from Enugu here.
Okay, Chigozie. What is your contribution, Chigozie?
Okay, I'm a Chelsea fan, and though we won yesterday, but there's still a lot of work and jobs to be done, especially in the defense. And even though our midfielder towards the second half they clicked, but it took them some time. Enzo and was Caicedo
and Palmer
but
too.
when they did, it was nice. But we need to work on some of this. And then off the field, I saw Jackson mentioning Mikel Obi in one of his listed. He needs to prove Mikel Obi wrong, and not when you score one goal that even my grandma can score. You come that's shouting at me. You are not a striker. You're not doing well. What you should do is work hard and prove them wrong. You should look at Drogba and some of these guys that played for Chelsea. Was this how they were doing? So that's my off the field. He should concentrate and prove them wrong. Not when you score one goal. Madueke scored 3. So score many goals as a striker, and then maybe Mikel Obi can come back and take back his words. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that contribution. Okay, let's move on to the La Liga. La Liga happened on Saturday. I'll give you the results of the La Liga game. Osasuna 1, Mallorca 0. Barcelona winning 2-1 at Atletico Bilbao. Espanyol winning, losing that game against Real Sociedad. They lost that game 1-0. Getafe 0. Rayo Vallecano 0 there. That's the game for Spanish La Liga. If you go on Sunday, Real Madrid winning that game 3 goals against Real Valladolid. Another game that happened on La Liga on Sunday is Leganes 2, Las Palmas 1, and Deportivo Alaves 0, Real Betis 0. Atletico Madrid 3, Girona 0. Okay, let's talk about first the Barcelona game. That game happened when they winning that game. It's Yamal versus Nico Williams. But Yamal scoring that first goal. That boy is a fantastic footballer. You can give that boy all his flowers because he scored that goal and Lewandowski scoring that second goal. They winning that game 2-1 also.
26th minute, I guess, and is when they scored the goal. Is it 22 minutes? And from that position, it was a world-class goal and goal of the week for me, La Liga goal of the week, or perhaps the top 5. If Zaka's goes to, then it's the top 5 league second goal of the week. And you say the performance the guy put up was just amazing. You have to just, after the game, I had to go back to different channels to see the replay of those games and see if I can get talking points.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Ike from
Okay, Ike, what is your contribution?
Coming up for Chelsea Man City match, I disagree with you. I don't know whether I watched the match. Who was both position? I would say that Chelsea was parking the bus in that match.
No, not Chelsea. It's Wolves. He said that Wolves is parking the bus, not Chelsea.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't get him well.
Oh, okay, yes.
For my match, I don't see them doing anything this season. I'm very happy that Erin Hara will sack him and punch former England coach. That's what will happen.
Oh, okay.
For Chelsea match, that we want Osimhen. Let's bring Osimhen in the team.
Okay.
I would like to hear the situation of Osimhen and Lukaku.
We'll talk about it soon now. Okay. All right, thank you very much.
No
okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at both FM Sports. We are having comments here. I'm going to read some of the comments again. Emmanuel Okitibi is saying 2 matches is too early to rate or pull anything out. He's talking about slots. And Emmanuel is also saying Jackson scored 1 goal, and after Mikel for criticizing him after he misses. Then Anaki to be saying Chelsea just won 1 match and all the fans are opening their mouth. Wow. We still have 36 weeks. I beg. Chelsea forward was good, but Wolves defense was a mess. And Anaki to be saying Man U was too careless with their chances against Brighton.
Same thing we said on Saturday.
And Anaki to be saying up City, we will do it again. Okay, he's a City fan. Okay, congratulations City winning their game. Probably they are on course to win 5 in a row, but let's see how that happens. Okay, John. So that goes 2-1 Barcelona.
Now I was saying that goal from it was just a man to watch, and the penalty they considered was it was a loose foul, man. You can't keep going into that tackle recklessly like that. It's one of those things you say you have a good attack, you have a good midfield, but yet when your defenders are slow, you react late to an attack and you concede the penalty, and that was just it for me. I think they need to up their game.
Okay, 2 wins, 2 wins for Hansi Flick. Okay, let's move over to Real Madrid, John. They are winning that game 3 goals to nothing. Mbappe didn't score again, second game in a row. I think he's finding it difficult for him to. I won't say he's finding it to adapt to that league, but he is a star player. He shouldn't be adapting. It's like bringing in a Ronaldo and he's speaking and he's saying that he's adapting to the La Liga. So, but he didn't score a goal, but finally they won that game 3-1. Do you think that they are getting it right when they play? Because they look like a team that is not really gelling well.
For me, I think yesterday's game was a game of the minnows in Real Madrid. You talk about the likes of the Endrick getting on the score sheet and Brahim Diaz
getting on the
score sheet. So I think Mbappe just needs some time to adjust to the La Liga, but talent is there, work rate is there. He's going to get in on the goal soon.
Okay. The supply and no day match now. That make no get. Jude no day to supply.
Okay, Jude. Okay.
Clearly, the other people found suppliers too.
Okay, the final game we're going to talk about in the La Liga is Atletico Madrid versus Girona and also.
Atletico, we said this and we're going to say it again. It's a team. See, they are competing now. 3 goals against Girona. Girona have. It's just
Girona sold a whole lot of players, so I don't even expect them to do well.
It's one of these things. When Leicester won came back to the Premier League, they sold a whole lot of players and they brought in some players and they won the league this season. So I think Girona now sold a lot of players, brought in a better player. I think they were trying to do business, bring in another group of players that they could sell again. And they did a good job in the business, in the transfer market business. But on the pitch, I'm not seeing the result of it.
Okay, let's see how they losing that game 3 goals to nil against Atletico. Alvarez did not score a goal at all in that game, so probably will start firing next week. But he started that game, but he did not score. Okay, let's move over to Italian Serie A. I'll give you the results of the Italian Serie A. Udinese 2, Lazio 1, Parma 2. AC Milan 1. That was a surprising defeat for AC Milan. Inter winning that game against Lecce. The final game of the Italian Serie A is Monza 0, Genoa 1. Okay, on Sunday is Torino 2, Atlanta 1, Fiorentina 0, Venezia 0. Napoli winning that game comfortably 3 goals to nil. Roma 1 and Empoli 0. Okay, quick one, guys. If you look at that game against Inter Milan 2-0. They are the defending champion, and they started this league probably defending their league very well. What do you think of that game, John?
Yeah, like we said when we previewed the match on Saturday, it's a game they should be winning. They played well, happy about the side they have there, and they should be on course to win the title again.
And also, Parma winning against AC Milan. What happened? What is happening?
SMC is one of those things when you think you can just come, revamp, and maybe start shooting on your front foot. I think AC Milan has got business wrong this time around. They would be looking to do more business, get players in. At least, I think they've got the defensive midfield right, they've got the attack right, but the defense is where the problem is.
Okay, the games happening in Serie A today is Cagliari is going to be playing Como in today's game. Then Verona is going to play Juventus. That's the game that's going to happen on today at the Italian Serie A. Okay, let's move over to Bundesliga. I'll give you the results of Bundesliga. Augsburg 2, Werder Bremen 2, Hoffenheim 3, Holstein Kiel 2, Mainz 1, Union Berlin 1, Freiburg 3, Stuttgart 1, Leipzig 1, Bochum 0. Borussia Dortmund winning their game against Frankfurt 2 goals to nil. On Sunday in the Bundesliga, the big one that happened, Wolfsburg 2, Bayern Munich 1, and St. Pauli 0, Heidenheim 2. Okay, let's talk about Bundesliga. Company winning his first game of the season. They went ahead, but Wolfsburg scored 2-1, and they scored late 2 goals for them to win that game, John.
Yeah, usual suspect on the score sheet again, Yamal Musiala, fantastic player. Kudos to what's his name now? Vincent Company citizen through and through. Good game, good game. I wish they had a bit more. I wish this was a clean sheet. It would have been good game, good performance. But then fantastic from him. The manager of the club, CEO, has been in the news talking about the squad that you buy players, you sell players. So
don't put him down. Don't do that.
Okay, but they won that game. I won't say comfortably, but
it wasn't comfortable. After spending how many times in your training session talking about defenses, you concede those goals. It tells you your defenders are not learning anything you're telling them.
Sometimes it takes time.
It's too early to call it.
It takes time for them to gel. Okay, let's move to France. Games happening on Saturday. It's Lyon losing against Monaco 2-0. Lille 2, Angers 0. Saint-Etienne 0. Then Lavas 2. Okay, they lost that game. On Sunday, Lens 2, Brest 0. Nice 1, Toulouse 1. Strasbourg 3, Rennes 1. Marseille drawing that game 2-2. That's the final game that happened in French League 1. Okay, let's go over to transfers because transfers are happening. So let's talk about Osimhen because a club from Saudi Arabia is now bidding for Osimhen. The talking point about that bid is that they bid 65 million euros and Napoli is looking to accept it. While Chelsea, they are asking for 100 million plus from Chelsea. Why are they trying to accept probably a lesser money from outside Europe? But they are not willing to negotiate with Chelsea, even though they are planning to buy Lukaku from Chelsea. But now the news yesterday is that Lukaku are trying to accept that bid from Saudi Arabia for 65 million euros, even though that Osimhen, even if he's going to consider it, the money has to be complete, like the money has to be lucrative. It has to be a big money for him to accept that to go. But the talking point there, why is Napoli trying to accept 65 million euros for Osimhen?
I think if you ask me, they are trying to bait Chelsea into coming into the conversation because if just this morning reports that Chelsea have reopened negotiations with Napoli over Osimhen. So they are just trying to hedge their bets against. If Chelsea do not come through by the end of the window, they have the 65 million in their kitty, maybe with an add-on or sell-on clause.
No. So if you look at that deal, what do you make of that? Do you think that Napoli is trying to frustrate Osimhen?
It's business. Business is business.
It's business. They are rejecting money from Chelsea.
It's not rejecting money. If okay, when I was in Lagos now, if you are the only person selling a good stock on a Sunday and your neighbors that sell the same thing with you are not opened, you hike the price. That's what most of us do in the business area. So when you come to the market on a day that nobody opens, you're the only one doing that business. Because right now, I think an out-and-out striker that is good enough in the market in that quality of world class now is Victor Osimhen, or maybe you put this guy that has gone to Celtic and this Japan guy that Grosio that Arsenal wanted to buy at some point. I'm sorry, Porto, not Celtic. Porto. Yeah. Now, these are the two players or strikers in the market that are available for cheap price because a striker for less than 100 million is cheap now in the market. So, if you look at it that way, for you to sell, you need to sell big. And for teams from England or perhaps all of Europe's top 5, you'll be meeting them in the Champions League. For them to come for him, they need to pay big. Now, for Saudi to come means he will get more money there. So, you would want to force these people to pay the price you're asking because if he goes to Saudi, he's no longer coming back to Europe. So
depending.
If he goes to Saudi, there's no way he's coming back to Europe to play for Chelsea because Chelsea will not meet his. If he's getting at about $1 million.
Okay, I understand that if nobody will pay him what
nobody want to pay
him what he's receiving.
And you want to beg him to take a boycott to come down to Europe, and he would not. So I think it's a way to say, okay, if you're not going to say take this, we'll send him there, sign on bonus and all of that will be coming to us. And at the end of every year, they might be paying us some certain add-ons.
Yeah.
That they're not seeing in the clause.
And if they later sell him, they could get a sell-on bonus.
Sell-on bonus as well. So there are some add-ons that is in that clause and some sell-on bonuses that Chelsea might not be able to meet up with. And the Saudi club want to sell for a bigger price as well. So I think it's a business strategy to make Chelsea or perhaps any other team in the top league.
Do you think Osimhen is still going to come to Chelsea, or do you think that he's going to move? Because there is no bid for Chelsea as at now. It's
As
only
of now, yes.
There's no bid as of now, but we have only probably 5 days or 6 days.
With Bakula scoring 2 goals in the weekend and all the players in the PSG front line scoring
I'm
goals.
not convinced.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying with those, they are like you will say about Arteta now. When your player doesn't give you results, because that's the think twice. With Bakula and all of that scoring multiple goals for PSG, I think Luis Enrique has moved his head from the Osimhen discussion.
He will learn, man.
Now,
Now,
not even they don't score hat-trick. Maresca pick a more eye for that side.
Okay, let's
see
how
it goes.
Let's see what Osimhen is going to be happening to Osimhen, because the only bid there is from the Saudi club, but Osimhen is still looking at that deal, looking at the money. As Nasser have said, if he moves to Saudi, coming back to Europe is going to be very hard, because no club will going to actually be paying him what the Saudi club will pay him. Okay, guys, remember we are live every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Okay, we have 2 more comments I'm going to read before we go. Emmanuel is saying Mbappe might not be scoring, but he is playing good for me. Okay, TP so he's also saying Mbappe loves cutting from the left, which is Vinicius' position. So him finally trying to master being a top 9 will take time, because even for France he is playing from the left also. Okay, that's all we have for you today on the show. Remember, guys, we are live every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Godwin. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. You can we're going to open the phone lines for you to call us. Tell us what you think your club did in the weekend and club you're supposed to do in the final days of the window, so that let's see what we're going to be happening with your club, especially Liverpool that have not actually signed any player. Do Arsenal still need a striker? We are going to be finding out. Call us and tell us tomorrow. We're going to open the phone lines for you to call us to tell us your opinions about the weekend games and about your club transfer. My name is Godwin again, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Have a lovely day.
Hello Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show.
Sports.
Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a great goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State's governor has sentenced the
This is your radio.
Gospel.
and let them have dominion. The kingdom of God is within people.
I am a soldier and a battlefield.
Odinibu.
Hello, ndị be anyị ekene m unu Igbo ndị ọma njem ọnụ unu a na-emekwa ọfụma.
Awesome programs exclusively on
Volt 104.3 FM.